I was recently asked a question that got me thinking about a deeper subject. And the question that I was asked was, how do you attract your ideal clients? And before I answered that question, I got to thinking to myself, some people might think my answer is a little woo-woo because I actually tap into a lot of spirituality in my business. And so what I want to ask you is, do you use spirituality in your business? Or is that something that is kind of taboo and it doesn't come into play? I wanted to share, I guess, the 3 ways that I feel spirituality is used in my business. The first is through my intuition. Your intuition is that little voice inside of you that kind of alerts you when something feels good or might be off, something doesn't feel right. I always try to listen to my intuition. I also think your intuition is connected to the universal energy in this world. It's that piece of you that says that you resonate with something, whether it's an idea, a person, an experience. When we resonate with something, it feels good to our intuition. So even if we ignore our intuition, which sometimes we do, we always have access to that little piece inside of us that tells us what we should be doing and how best to make a decision. The second way that I use spirituality is through faith. For me, I have faith in universal energy, whether you want to call that God, higher power, the universe, whatever that is for you. I always feel that there is universal energy at play. And so even though I might not have the answer as to where my next dollar is coming from, or where my next team member is coming from, or where my next client is coming from, I have faith that there is a plan that's working in the universe, and it's the perfect plan for me. And when something doesn't work out, that's also the perfect plan in me. And I have faith in that. So that's really important, I think, for me, because it keeps me grounded. And then the third way that I use spirituality in my business is through what some people will call law of attraction or manifestation. And so going back to the question of how do I attract my ideal clients, my answer was through spirituality. I work on myself to maintain a positive attitude. I really connect with what's important to me. I live by my values, and I try to remain healthy in my emotions and in my mental state. And I am a believer that will attract my ideal client. Kind of going back to the idea about resonance as well. There are certain people that we resonate with. And those are the perfect people at that particular time of your journey to be attracting into your business. And even if that client doesn't work out, it's still the perfect client to teach you the lessons that you need to learn. So for me, it's about taking care of my emotional and my mental and my physical person so that I can attract the ideal client for me. So I'm just curious, is spirituality something that you use in your business?